Hello everyone. Today, we are going to be playing, some Skyrim VR. I decided, with the amount of VR games I've had, that's coming to the channel, it's one of those words, but the amount of VR games that I have that I started playing on the channel, I'm going to have to kind of like stagger them according to which days. So instead of just being, oh yeah, Mondays for VR games, it's going to make more sense. It's like, oh yeah, on Monday it's Skyrim, on Wednesday it's RE7. I know it's not much, but alright, but like I said, we're finally here. Ooh, what the heck? What the heck was that? Oh. We're finally here. We're gonna do that. We're actually gonna start the main story. Which, after we have, I don't even know how many hours in it, but we have a few hours in this game, about 20. We're starting the story. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but I mean, I could keep going and doing other quests and have fun, but I want to get some of the shouts I get from doing the main story, like Whirlwind Sprint. It's a useful one to have.
Means light on your feet. Smart.
Thank you. I try to be smart. All right. All right. So in reality, I'm going to want to, excuse me, I'm going to want to kind of like go up through here, I believe it was. I know there's some person that you can talk to.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of mead.
If only I could bribe you guys with like mead. Right there it is. There's the beginning.
On your way up the 7,000 steps again, Clement?
Not today. I'm just not ready to make the climb to High Hrothgar. The path isn't safe.
Aren't the Greybeards expecting some supplies?
Honestly,
why are you
I'm
guys
not
looking
certain.
at me?
I've yet to be allowed into the monastery. Perhaps one day. I wish passing through on your way to High Hrothgar. About to make a delivery up there myself. Mostly food supplies like dried fish and salted meats. Things that keep fresh for a long time. The Greybeards tend not to get out much, if you catch my meaning.
They're introverts.
Well, it's kind of an understanding between us. I mean, it just wouldn't feel right to charge them for a bit of preserved food. Trouble is, my legs aren't what they used to be, and climbing the 7,000 steps takes its toll. Really? Well, that would be kind of you. Here, take this bag of supplies. At the top of the steps, you'll see the offering chest. Just leave the bag inside, and you're done.
Oh, okay.
Be careful up there.
Yeah, don't tell me what to do. Today's one of those days I really don't feel super talkative. I just kind of want to play the game and enjoy. If anyone talks to me, respond back to them. Before the birth of man, the dragons ruled all Mundus. That's the plane. Their word was the voice, and they spoke only for true Nords, for the voice could blot out the sky and flood the land. See, they talk about how powerful it is, but then in this game you get it, and it's like, it's not powerful. I understand they gotta find that nice, fine-tuned balance between being super overpowered with something they give you, and something that's not super overpowered. Ooh. Come here, pretty boy. Got ya. I'm carrying too much. Wow, I am right on the edge. I did not realize that. We'll eat that, we'll eat that. We'll eat that, we'll eat that. Oh, I'm dropping those. Oh well. Dropping a little bit of food never hurt anyone. Alright, let's... Ooh, that's not the thing to put away the weapons. Let's put away the weapons. We'll come across things that we're gonna have to kill. I'm so freaking tired. I'm not even halfway up the mountain. I don't know, this would be like really good exercise right here. Just walking up and down this mountain. Hiking, I think, is the proper term. The heck? Oh, it's a pilgrim.
Keep an eye out for wolves if you're headed up the path to High Hrothgar. I did. Strange days when the monks will do that. I wonder what it means.
It means they call for me.
I like to spend time up here. Walk
With
the
your
steps, meditate on the emblems. Doesn't hurt when I bag some game along the way. They're not the sort to take visitors. But I never go that high up the path anyway. Some folk who make the trip lead them food or other essentials. But not to make
I did adjust my
conversation.
glasses. Okay, sounds good. See you later. Let's read this. Emblem 2. Men were born and spread over the face of Mundus. The dragons preside over their crawling masses. Men were weak then and had no voice. We still don't have voice. All the decisions are made for us by reptilian aliens in the Oval Office. I thought I saw a movement up here. There we go. That's an exercise in and of itself. Yeah! I can only imagine what people are thinking. Oh, if only I was... Oops. Only I was good at editing. What the heck do I use to open up? There it is. Oh my goodness, it'll be so funny to see. Any books I can learn? I already know them, okay. Any apparel I can drop? I don't know why I have a belted tunic. Oh, it's stolen. That's why. Don't know why I have a belted tunic. I don't want to drop that. That's some good money. We can drop that, though. We can drop an iron mace. No reason to have the mace. I don't know. A lot of my friends have been asking me, is the PlayStation VR worth it? I completely think it is. It's... Especially if you want to get into VR, like... Just... The fact that there's a console VR at all just kind of shows you, like... Where is that? This kind of shows you it's worth it. I mean, yes, Microsoft, they have their... I keep hitting the wrong buttons. They have their mixed reality, but you don't hear anything about mixed reality. I really haven't looked up anything about mixed reality. I blame that on marketing. Because they haven't really put it out there. They haven't, like, been... This is something we have. They just kind of been like, oh yeah, people who are in the spectrum have to know about it. That's like how people find out about it. Alright, Emblem 3. The fledgling spirit of men were strong in old times, unafraid to war with dragon in their voices, but the dragons only shout them down and broke their hearts. I won't take the septums, even though I should. I won't. I hear a bear. I don't see it, but I have a feeling it's gonna walk out. I don't want to kill that bear, but whatever. Whatever. I do what I want. Yeah, but it's just completely worth it to me. Like, especially for the price of VRs. It's the cheapest VR out there, even when you combine the system that you need it in the VR. It still comes out to be about $700. I mean, for $700, you're buying a headset for VR. For like the HTC Vive Pro at $700. Emblem 4. Cain called on Parthorax, who pitied man. Together they taught man to use the voice. Then dragons waged war, dragon against tongue. Whoa. You just called me a little elf?
I was just outside Iverstead when it happened. It's an exciting moment. Nothing like this has happened in centuries.
I feel like killing you.
Just a pilgrim. I'd prefer to leave it at that, if you don't mind.
I need to look up her backstory. I don't know if she plays any other part in this game, because she's named Carita.
Walking the steps, meditating on the emblems. I make this trip every few years. All right, then.
I love how I'm the only one that has to fight the cave bears, the ice wraiths, everything else. All these people can just walk by like it's nothing, but me? When it comes to me, that's not the case. And the more people, I mean, don't get me wrong, with me saying people to buy the VR, I see you up there. It's completely biased for the fact that I want to see the VR succeed. So the more people who buy it, even if I don't get commission or anything off of it, I just tell people to buy it and they buy it. That just gives Sony more of a reason once the PS5 or whatever the next gen console is that comes out to make more PlayStation VR, like to make a second one. So I'm not Emblem. I'll continue that thought here in a second. Emblem 5. Man prevailed, shouting Alduin out of the world, proving for all that their voice was too strong, although their sacrifices were manyfold. Even though, like I said, I'm not getting paid by them or anything to tell people to do this. It's just, as a consumer, I want to see a second iteration of PlayStation VR. They've already sold 3 million copies, and PlayStation thinks that's like an achievement in of itself, which is quite impressive for VR numbers. I want to say they're lagging just because the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive has been out longer than the PlayStation VR, but at the same time it's like, those are not bad numbers for especially a console-based company. Emblem 6. With roaring tongues the Sky Children conquered, founding the first empire with sword and voice, whilst the dragons withdrew from this world. That's just, my 2 cents. Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be sponsored by Sony one day. I think that'd be awesome. Get a little bit of sneak peek of Sony products before Sony even releases anything. Won't happen though. Emblem 7. the tongues of Red Mountain went away humbled. Jurgen Windcaller began his 7-year meditation to understand how strong voices could fail. Did I miss one? I'm gonna go back real quick. I want to see what number this one is. I know I just said it, but no. See, it seems like they skipped a whole section of story here. So I'm just sitting here like, wait, what? What? Whatever. Like, I'm also really happy I got more VR games, because now I can play my VR more. I should try doing like streaming cinematic mode for you guys so you can see what it looks like when you're not playing VR games with non-VR games. So Emblem 8. Jurgen Windcaller chose silence in return. The 17 disputants could not shout him down. Jurgen the Calm built his home on the throat of the world. What is... I understand. What's this Red Mountain business? And I know I could, like, correct my course by doing that, just moving the controller, but something about going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's just so much fun, even though it's a pain on the eyes. What's really fun as well is when you jump off a really tall structure while you're looking down. You get the rush going through you. High Hrothgar. Is this where I drop off the supplies? I will go back, don't worry. But for now, I'm expected. Oh, they're probably gonna want me to magic. They're probably gonna want me to use the shout on them. Everybody shout, come on, baby, shout. So we'll put on unrelenting force. Ooh. Slow. I gotta unlock 3 more. Ooh. False breath. I really can't find Dragon's skill. I want to find them.
So, a Dragonborn appears at this moment in the turning of the age.
I'm answering your summons.
We will see if you truly have the gift.
He just
Show
called
us,
me a Dragonborn.
Let us taste of your voice. Dragonborn, it is you. Welcome to High Hrothgar. I am
Nice to
Master
meet you.
Angia. I speak for the Greybeards.
Do you? Do you
Now,
really?
tell me, Dragonborn, why have you come here? We are honored to welcome a Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. We will do our best to teach you how to use your gift in fulfillment of your destiny. That is for you to discover. We can show you the way, but not your destination.
I can't wait to get Beat Saber for PlayStation VR as well. That's gonna be so much fun. There's so many games out for VR I really want to get.
You have the inborn gift. But do you have the discipline and temperament to follow the path laid out for you? That remains to be seen. Without training, you have already taken the first steps towards projecting your voice into a thum, a shout. Now let us see if you are willing and able to learn. When you shout, you speak in the language of dragons. Thus, your dragon blood gives you an inborn ability to learn words of power.
Oh,
All
that'd be
shouts
sick.
are made up of 3 words of power. As you master each word, your shout will become progressively stronger. Master Einarth will now teach you Ro, the 2nd word in Unrelenting Force.
Ooh.
Ro means balance in the dragon tongue. Combine it with Fus, force, to focus your thumb more sharply. Ro.
Pop up, dang you.
You learn a new word like a monster. You truly do have the gift. But learning a word of power is only the first step. You must unlock its meaning through constant practice in order to use it in a shout.
Or kill a dragon.
Well, that is how the rest of us learn shouts. As Dragonborn, you can absorb a slain dragon's life force and knowledge directly. As part of your initiation, Master Einarth will allow you to tap into his understanding of Ro.
Give me that power here.
Use your unrelenting shout to strike the targets as they appear.
Oh. Oh. I just caused a mess. Now look at what you guys did.
Well done. Again.
You guys are just making me make a mess here with all these pots, man. Come on. Who's gonna clean that up? You guys? It's not happening.
You learn quickly. Once more.
I made a complete mess now.
Impressive.
Look at you guys.
Your thumb is precise. You show great promise, Dragonborn.
Now someone
We
teach
will
me Da.
perform your next trial in the courtyard. Follow Master Bori.
My one complaint, though, with the PlayStation VR in Skyrim, I was really hoping in order to use the Earthooms, you actually had to speak it for it to work. So, like, if I wanted to do Fus Ruta, I actually had to say it, and then it would work instead of just pressing a button. I think that's an oversight on their part. They should have tried to do that. They probably originally wanted about internal, like, workings and all that probably didn't work too good.
We will now see how you learn a completely new shout.
I got tons
Master
of
Bori will teach you Wood, which means whirlwind.
wood.
You must hear the word within yourself before you can project it into a thing. Approach Master Bori and he will gift you his magic wood.
It burns into the ground. The word.
Now we will see how to
It's a wonderful day for all to see. It's the day
new shout.
of legendary.
Master Wolfgar will demonstrate whirlwind sprint. Then it will be your turn.
Alright, master.
Master Bori. X. Now, your turn. Stand next to me. Master Bori will open the gate. Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
Yeah, look at that. I'm a natural
Your
born.
quick mastery of a new Thum is astonishing. I'd heard the stories of the abilities of Dragonborn, but to see it for myself... You were given this gift by the gods for a reason.
Praise
It's up to you to determine
Talos. I
how
couldn't think of
best
the
to
name.
use it.
Wait, I'm not
I'm
not Nord.
For your last
I
trial.
can't praise Talos.
Retrieve the horn of Jürgen Windcaller, our founder, from his tomb in the ancient fane of Ostengraf. Remain true to the way of the voice, and you will return.
I should probably praise Akatosh.
He was a great war leader of the ancient Nords, a master of the voice, or tongue.
He was pushing me.
After the disaster at Red Mountain, where the Nord army was annihilated, he spent many years pondering the meaning of that terrible defeat. He finally came to realize that the gods had punished the Nord. He was the first to understand that the voice should be used solely for the glory and worship of the gods, not the glory of men. Jürgen Windcaller's mastery of the voice eventually overcame all opposition. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. Although this gift has often been misused, true mastery of the voice can only be achieved in the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice. We strive to achieve this balance.
Kind of want to do that one right there. But I don't follow your philosophy.
That is commendable. But remember, the dragon blood is itself a gift.
Praise
of
Akatosh.
Akatosh. Do not try to deny that gift. Your destiny requires you to use your voice. Why else
Praise
would
Akatosh.
Akatosh have bestowed this power?
Every time
on
he
you?
says Akatosh, I have to
If
say
you
that.
remember to use your voice in service to the purpose of Akatosh,
Praise Akatosh!
you will remain true to the way.
There we go.
5. Our leader, Parthenax, lives alone on the peak of the throat of the world. When your voice can open the path, you will know you are ready to speak to him.
Shoot. I can get up there without needing the voice of Yolpev. Hold on, though. Where am I? Ooh, I keep hitting the wrong button. Do shout, everybody wanna shout. Come on, baby, shout. So where am I supposed to go for this leader? For this leader? Wow, he's way over yonder? Well, that's gonna be a walk and a half. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll walk back down this mountain. Tell what's-his-face in Iverstead that we did his dirty work for him because he's a dang dirty old man. Couldn't do his own dirty work. And then we'll go and try walking our way over there. But I got stuff I need to do today, so sadly I can't play as long as I was hoping to play for and stream for you guys. But you know, it's alright. Tomorrow I can also stream. I'm gonna get up pretty early tomorrow. I stayed up pretty late last night. I was watching a movie. I was watching Deadpool 2. And anyone who's seen Deadpool 2 knows that that movie's worth watching. I want to see the new Deadpool movie, but at the same time, I don't. They say it's just a PG-13 Deadpool 2. But there's also the 20 minutes of unseen footage with Freddy. I don't know who Freddy is, though. I'm still thinking about Deadpool 2. The one scene that's stuck in my mind is when he has the baby legs and he has the shirt on and nothing else. And everyone just walks in and is like, oh, you're just shirt, balls, and cock in it, huh? And then he gets Al. And he's like, Al, my feet hurt. There's growing pains. Will you rub them? And then she's like, ugh. And so she finally does it. And she's like, when did your hand get so small? And he was just like, it's not my hand. She's like, oh, that's so gross. And I don't remember exactly everything she said, but Ryan Reynolds just responds with, it was good for me, at least. Oh, that movie. And I love how in the first one he just said, I know you can't see it, but there's a buttload of cocaine in this house somewhere. If you find it, it's yours. And she just starts trying to go looking about, like, where could the cocaine be? And then in the second movie, he opens it up and he has a thing that just says Wade's cocaine, 2 bags of it with some guns down there. And then he puts it up in his mask and he just pops it. Oh, it's such a goofy ass movie. It's so funny. Out of all the Marvel movies, I think I'm excited for a third Deadpool more than anything. And Marvel, they kind of are doing their movie thing correctly. Like, they literally just have to take a comic book, or, you know, maybe an arc of a comic book series. Maybe an arc would be too much, but they just have to take, like, a little tidbit, turn it into a movie, and then after that, like, if it functions well, people are going to go see the next movie. And I mean, they're also tying everything together in a giant overstory arc, which is even better as well. But since Deadpool is technically owned by Fox and not Disney, it's definitely interesting that Fox is also getting in on it, where they make their own pretty much series. Hey there, Dead Snow Bear. I think there's a poltergeist here. There's a poltergeist here. I'm scared. I'm just gonna keep walking. Took 1 arrow. Goat, how do you feel? It's working today, so I'm actually really happy. Like, it's working really smooth today. Before the past couple of days, it hasn't been really smooth. I think it only does that when its charge is, like, really low. I don't know, honestly. Like, feeling them, and this one's the kind of janky one, so I think that's why it's working really smooth, is because this one's the janky one and this one's not the janky one. So I made this one. Man, things just floating there. I made this one like the actual, like, bow, so it didn't just go like that on me, and it's like, what? And this one, I mean, it can do whatever it wants on me, honestly, but it just controls the arrow. So as long as the arrow still shoots out, I'm perfectly a-okay. And look at that gorgeous sunrise. Everything loading in, like, once you're 20 feet away from it. Really excited for Borderlands 2, though.
What is it?
Like, that's going to be another game that's easily going to be, like, freaking hundreds of hours I'm going to be putting into streaming it.
You there. You're the one they call Dragonborn.
No.
Then it is too late. The lie has already taken root in the hearts of men. So we shall expose to them the falseness in their hearts by tearing out yours, deceiver.
Whoa.
When Lord Mirak appears, all shall bear witness. None shall stand to oppose him.
Hold on here. We'll do slow time.
Time to die!
Guard might get nervous. A woman approaches with a weapon drawn.
You see those warriors? Hammerfell? They've got curved swords.
Curved swords. Kinda hate that joke. I like their outfit, like, I really do.
Curved swords. What business do college mages have in place like Shatteredfriend? It's a